So I ended up asking you guys what you wanted to call our fig, and you guys went with Icarus, courtesy of Kogski. I think I said that right. And it says, I think Icarus would be a cool name because Icarus golden wings. All right, or because of Icarus's golden wings. I know some people said that the wings were made of wax, but they do appear golden. So when you're actually talking about Icarus, anyways. So we are going to go ahead and name our pig Icarus. Uh-oh. Well, that is after we manage to get off without dying. All right, shift right click. That doesn't work either. Okay. That didn't work. How do you name? Can you not name tag this? Oh, there's no way. Well, I was gonna name tag our pig, but it doesn't seem to be a thing. You can maybe you can name it. You know what? We might have to get another one. Maybe you can name it before you put the saddle on it, and that might work. We can only try. So man, I tell you what, I die due to some of the dumbest things. Like I jumped off my island thinking, oh yeah, I could totally land in the water because I thought I had different armor on than I currently do. Yep, I thought I had the floaty armor. Yeah, I don't have that on, or I didn't have that on at the time. And yeah, I ended up just, of course, dying. What was that? What moved me like that? These guys can't pick me up, can they? I don't know. Okay. All right. So now that we got that cleared up, here is the pig. So can I name tag it? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, it's that guy shooting me. Okay, so the only way to get it named is to name tag it first, then to run off with it. Okay. Goodness. All of that for this pig that has some really weird movement. We have to avoid those guys. So it looks like my little mine area has turned, just over time, has completely turned into a mob farm. My goodness. There's a lot of mobs down here. But, I mean, at this point, we're a little bit more well-equipped. Like, one-shotting mobs makes things a little bit easier. But still, we have creepers to deal with. And these guys explode, causing, of course, problems. Luckily enough for us, I can hit those. Whew! Alright. So, what I'm trying to do is I actually want to go down to the bottom here. I want to go back down to where our little area is at down here. I want to see if I can't get down to the very bottom now, where the withers were at, the wither skeletons. And I kind of want to see if I can get wither skeletons to spawn, and see if I can, of course, get past them. That would be a goal. And if we can get past them, oh boy, let's get rid of this witch. Oh no. Whew. I want to see if I can make a little bit of maybe a spawning area. I don't know if they can actually break blocks or not. Like, I don't know if they have pickaxes or whatever, but if they do, we might be able to figure out a way around that as well. We'll just have to see, right? And hopefully we can get some sort of mob spawner up. I know that, like, having torches down here, there's some of the mobs like to break the torches, like they actively go after them. Same way they actively go after the glowstone and stuff like that. So yeah, using those materials probably not a good idea, but we might be able to find a material that they don't like to break. I mean, we'll figure something out, right? We've got to be able to figure it out. If anything, obsidian is a really hard material, and you'd have to have a like efficiency 3 pickaxe to be able to really do anything to it, at least in the long run. So how's my inventory already full? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Because we're full of a bunch of junk from what I can see. So just so you guys know, in the latest update, these were actually removed. So if you're starting a world later on, you probably won't even have a chance of having these spawn, because apparently after seeing my videos, this was removed. Wonder why? Because it is super powerful. Super powerful. Like, we get ender pearls. This is where I've been farming ender pearls, by the way. I still need to figure this out. Alright, these guys, you know what? You need to just stop it, right? Stop it right now. This right here will probably help. If I just light this up a little bit. Man, it's making some awful noises, by the way. I have no idea what that growling noise is. Holy moly. And we got a skeleton. Where's the skeleton at? Is there an invisible mob in here? Alright, so there's a mob down over here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was invisible! What? I had to use the trajectory of the torches to figure out where... Yeah, it was that. Look at them, they've actually pillared up and everything. Like, all this dirt is from them coming from this area. That is awful noise down there. Okay, anyways. That might be something we have to deal with, is mobs from the outside breaking in as well. But what I need to get to... Oh, is... Well, I'll go ahead and take you guys, because I still might need to repair armor later on. So you guys are actually going to be kind of handy. I need to grab as many ender pearls as possible. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Alright. We have to go a little bit deeper. Alright, I'm going to head all the way down here. By the way, love that we had an enchanting table there. Let's go all the way down here. I wonder, does this work down here? No. Okay, it does have to be at night, even underground. This is what I was hoping to be able to get down to block off. Okay. Whew. So this is what was underground. I have no idea what that awful noise is. But what I'm wondering is if we could turn this spawner here into a normal mob spawner, you know, the ones that the water, well, I guess it's so low to the ground that we really wouldn't be able to go too crazy with it, but we could probably have a setup where at least if they spawn, they come towards you, because of course they're going to detect you. Well, so I'm going to see what I can't do, what I can't mine here. So hopefully this will work. I know turning the torch or putting torches down absolutely prevented them from spawning. So I'm hoping that when I turn the lights off, we get some wither skeletons spawning. That's what I hope. And for the most part, I should be able to take care of most of them over here. That is if they actually spawn. I don't think they need any light. And we shouldn't need to be too far away. We do need to be, well, we don't need to be very far away. They should be able to spawn right here. All right, and there they go. Perfect. Well, that's not too bad. And that gives us a little bit of experience each time we do this. It is going to take a little bit of time every time, because there is a timer, sort of like a cooldown timer on these, but and I'm sure some can spawn that do have unfortunately arrows, so we might have to go after those, but that's why I took that fire protection potion, just to make sure, and it should last about 8 minutes. So this will be a great way, I think, of gaining experience and maybe even collecting these totems. So it took me less than maybe 30 minutes to go from my current level to level 30, or a little higher than level 30. And here's just some of the things that I ended up acquiring. So we got a totem of ascending head, which from what it looks like, this actually prevents you from, if you accidentally fall in the void, say you're in the end and you do fall in the void, this will apparently save you. So I'm trying to keep track of these things. And then this one is the beheading. Saves you from the depths. I don't exactly know what that means by saving you from the depths, but that is something. The good thing is these can actually be used to make spectral silt, given that we have this room. And I don't know if this rune is reusable. I really hope it is, because that would make it way easier, because we can actually obtain these through mobs. I ended up getting definitely 3 wither skeleton skull heads, which I was kind of laughing about, because we could just find these. We've actually found them just hanging about. But we do seem to get quite a few of them, as, I mean, it is a wither skeleton farm. Another thing that we can actually do, which I kind of want to do here in just a second. Let me go ahead and get all this stuff put out. We can use wither ash, which is really nice to make wither roses. And I believe wither roses will automatically damage mobs. I don't know. Like, that's how it works in Minecraft. This is from Minecraft Future. So I don't know if it drops experience when you do that, though. That would be something that I would need to check out, because if that's the case, there might be some way we can set something up to do that, and I don't even know if it honestly would affect regular withers. So that's also another thing to consider. But the wither bone here, you can actually make armor with. And this right here says part of the bone gang. Oh man, we're not floor gang anymore, we're bone gang. All right, so let's go ahead, throw this up here. And hopefully this doesn't unlock anything crazy from us doing this. It probably will. Probably some kind of game stage. And there we go. Yes. Oh, okay, so it's just a regular thing. Now, wearing this armor makes it so that skeletons don't attack us. See, skeleton types will not attack you. So that means wither skeletons technically won't attack us with this armor on. That means the only thing we really need to worry about while wearing this particular armor set is, I mean, this is great for adventuring. It's all we need to worry about is zombies, and we can pretty much one-shot most zombies and most mobs. So with skeleton types out of our way, we don't have to worry about incoming arrows. This is crazy. This is really good. That's really great armor. That's actually a really good adventuring armor. We need to get some armor stands set up so that way we can hot swap armor on the fly. So as I'm waiting for darkness to encroach on us, I do want to do a couple things. I did find this mystery egg. I think it come from one of the primitive mobs, as you can see. It's something that drops, and I think it's going to be a creeper. From every time I've opened one of these, it ends up being like a little pet. And, oh yeah, it's a pet rocket creeper. That's right. There's not a real good way to keep this guy safe, though, unfortunately. We could name it. I'm gonna just grab a name tag here. We're gonna name it Tom. So, Tom, that's your new name. Hopefully you stick around. If not, man, I'm sorry I'll let you down, you know? I'm sorry. Aw, thanks for the little heart, man. So since we're gonna be using this armor, you know, pretty periodically as we go to adventure, we probably need to enchant the armor that we adventure often with. At least I would think so. So it's definitely nighttime, which is a great time to do this. Let's go ahead and head over here. By the way, I've been throwing my scrolls and stuff over here. I do have some scrolls. This one doesn't have anything on it for some reason, but it did come out of a bag, a book bag. So let's go ahead and try this. So we have a little bit less levels because we made a name tag, but let's go ahead and see what we can't throw in here. All right, so we have unbreaking. Unbreaking is going to be great, and protection 3. Great. So we have unbreaking and protection 3. Hopefully we can fit all this stuff on here. I want to kind of go. I think I'm going to go with this piece. Is probably going to be one of the better options. Leaves 2 spaces. This one would leave quite large. That one still leaves 2 spaces as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this piece. Place it down in here. I can turn it however I want. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then combine those. And we should be able to fit magic affinity on here as well. And then we need to just fit this in here somewhere. And this actually should go right here. Fit perfectly. And then we just combine that and we get protection 2. And protection 3. Nice. And we also have Warforged on this as well, which makes that a little bit nicer body armor. So pull that off. There we go. We're looking pretty good. Go ahead and enchant this. I want to leave at least 10 so I can enchant my my pants as well. I don't know if the helmet's going to be so much, but blast protection would actually be pretty nice. Oh, we have max blast protection. I think this piece is going to be the best. This is only going to be blast protection 3. And then feather falling. Fit in here anywhere. Right there. Perfect. Not bad. Let's do 3 for this. Of course, we have unbreaking, and then we have protection. So that's all we're going to really get on these things. I mean, it's all we can really afford at the moment. And then I'll finish off the rest of my levels here. Respiration's actually not bad. And we got protection too. There we go. So, that'll work for right now. I'm not a huge fan of this enchanting method. I do, of course, always prefer standard enchanting, especially when you have ways of unenchanting items, so you can hopefully get the things you want by just having max levels. But it is kind of nice to also be able to kind of pick and choose what you want as well. So we have this armor, we're kitted out. This is going to look pretty good. It's actually some pretty decent armor. I do want to kind of test it out and see, you know, just to make sure skeletons do not bother me. That would remove the need for our fire resistance potion at all times. Right? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, so let's see if we can see a skeleton. And this also goes for wither skeletons as well. Like, they will not bother me if they are like a wither. There's this guy. Also kind of want to see how much damage. Oh, evil rat. That did a little bit of damage. Maybe hungry. How you doing, fella? Still not seeing a skeleton. I think that's a skeleton over there. Make sure we eat real quick. Because I think that is a skeleton. There's a skeleton right here. So it's not going to shoot at us. That's awesome. That saves so much trouble. I mean, this is a pain to deal with. So much for that boar. Oh yeah. This allows us to gain as well quite a bit of experience just from being out here interacting with these things. Okay. Whew. Oh, I ended up getting plague from that. Alright, well, now that we have plague, that means we need to probably get back home. Yeah, not a good thing to have. So another thing I wanted to start working on is we have a little bit of magic powder. This isn't a lot of magic powder, but we should be able to make more of it. And to do that, we need a little bit of wood. So a little bit of wood here, and then we brew this, and this will actually make magic wood. So we should get 3 pieces of magic wood, I believe. Hopefully it's not just 1. If it's 1, then that's not good. Yeah, we should get 3 pieces of magic wood. And this magic wood can then be added, with 4 pieces, can be added to make 8 powder. So really, this does make more. So if we keep that in mind, this will actually make more. So we will get back our magic powder, even with just using 2. Of course, you can't do it with 1. You do have to do it with 2. I don't remember exactly where we got this. Either it was from a chest, a loot chest, or it was from killing mobs. I think it was more likely from chests, though. That's what my guess is going to be. And then we take this, and just under a regular hibachi, we take a crucible, and we can start combining that with our stars. So just 1 star should get us 8. Combine that with 4. Let that cook up a little bit, and that should get it going for us. Yeah, it started to work. There it goes. So yeah, it's starting to work, starting to do its thing, and that right there is going to get us more magic powder. And what is that used for? Well, it's used for a couple things, like making blank runes, which we're going to need in order to get into the custom content tweaker stuff that was added. That is basically like custom baubles. Kind of looking forward to this. There's a few things that we can actually get into now that we've touched that, and that is we should be able to make the Cobalt Shield, the Obsidian Skull, and then combine those into the Flame Ward Shield. That should be a thing. This will grant partial fire resistance and immunity to knockback when held or equipped in a bauble slot. Now, if this is a bauble slot, it doesn't take damage, but this can also be used as a normal shield. I don't know how powerful it is, or if it's more or less like a vanilla shield. That's just something that we can look into. Because making the Cobalt Shield honestly isn't that hard, so maybe just keeping a Cobalt Shield in a normal shield slot, and then keeping this in our bauble slot. I don't know, that's just something we have to look into. There's also several other things. Now we do have crystal shards, which means a lot of these things are possible. Some of these things are definitely possible. This thing right here, this cross necklace, is possible to make now, because we do have Electrum nuggets. We can make this rune now. If you look at it at first, you're like, oh, it requires dragon scales, but no, it actually requires iron berries too, or onyx, or when we have all that, right? So it also requires just crude steel. And these are pretty simple to make. It's just like a crafting rabbit hole, right? You do have to get into just crafting dirt and together with a rune, but you first need the magical power. So that's how you basically duplicate your power. You do, however, need fallen stars to do that. You're gonna need fallen stars in general, though, because these fallen stars are going to also be able to be turned into spectral silt, which is going to be definitely needed. As you can see, this one requires 4 just here. That requires 4, and this one put together doesn't, but as you can see, it is going to require a little bit of work. We need some onyx, which we already have, and we need to make some more, 2 more obsidian shards. We need some more obsidian shards just for this. Yeah, and then the Nether Orb is just, like I said, a crafting rabbit hole. I'm not going to have you guys suffer through me crafting all of it, but let's just say I definitely do have most of this stuff. The Rune of Water requires a snowball. We have access to that. This requires luminous residue, which is just 2 green glowing mushrooms. I use this to actually make torches out of. So this is really useful for the torches. Yeah, I mean, all this stuff is fairly simple. You just kind of gotta look at what it all requires, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this crafted, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So something I didn't know is we might need to, I don't know, we might not be able to do this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a cauldron. Make 3 of them right now. And what we need to do is we need to get these filled with water. And yeah, actually, hopefully I have enough. I should have enough buckets. I've got to run down, grab some water. That is the goal right now. Grab some water. Place that in the bucket before the night ends. It's so nice that skeletons don't bother me. They're like, hey bud, why are you hurting me, man? I'm your friend. Let's scoop from out here where it regenerates. There we go. By the way, Tom is now fully grown. In case you didn't see that. Also, this set does not give me the step up, which I definitely feel. I definitely feel that. All right, let's head back up, and I want to see if this works. This actually might. I don't know. What I'm having a problem with is getting the ancestral spirits. So I'm trying to figure out how to go about getting those. So apparently what we do is with this, we put this in here. And I think in the morning, or we can do it at night. We might be able to do it at night. Okay, so we definitely have to wait till morning. But you can see how it looks different, right? It's a water bucket in here. It does look a little bit different. Guy up here. And apparently it's supposed to have some particle effects that happen. I kind of want to explain what I'm doing. I'm trying to get these bottled spirits. These are from... So normally how you would do this with Better With Mods is you would have karate zombies, I do believe, or how it used to work is you would use karate zombies and you would have bottles, and when you kill the karate zombies, it would basically pull in their ancestral spirits, and that would be trapped inside here. It shows we can craft this, right? We can make soul powder, we can craft these bottled spirits. I don't know how much a bottled spirit equals, though. Because if we take a look at how to make this, this says it requires 16 ancestral spirit. This is bottled spirits, right? So I don't know. I don't know what's what. Maybe after I make this, maybe drink it and I don't know, it gives you so many spirits. I need to try and figure this out because, you know, I'm about to make this, right? I do have the ability to make that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to go ahead and just use this one right over here right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this enchanting table. There is another one down underground, so I will be grabbing that later. But this will just make it a little bit faster for me. I have the ability to make this. All right, so I've already made the soul orb. Here's all my runes and stuff from all the crafting. I'm also needing... So with that soul orb, I'm needing the stuff from the nether. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need. Oh, and a purple carpet, of course. Purple carpet is going to be lapis. A little bit of lapis. A little bit of red dye. And we should have plenty of wool at this point. We have so much string. so much string. And yeah, we're going to need 2 pieces of wool for right now. Alright, so dyeing this should give us 2 purple dye. We can dye that purple and make our carpet. Bam, we are ready to rock and roll. So now that we have this Ancestral Infuser created, we need to figure out how to use it. So what I'm going to do, I actually might just take one of these bottles, and I'm just going to manually make one of the bottled spirits. Because apparently this right here can also be made in a soaking pot with Lunar Water. I think flowing spirits is a side effect of it. I don't know. But Lunar Water is something that it doesn't really explain how to get it. You have to kind of look up the mod NYX to find out. And that goes in a cauldron. Makes Lunar Water. You throw lapis in there. And this actually is a really crazy thing to have in general. But yeah, it takes a couple minutes inside this soaking pot. And apparently makes bottled spirits. So, I don't know. I'm trying to go about making it, right? Apparently we can make this. I do have soul sand and everything available. So I have, of course, all of these, which we can get those. We can get all those soul pieces pretty easy in the Nether. Let me just go ahead. Wasn't that what it was? Oh, of course, it's a yeah, it's shaped. Okay, bottle, this, fallen star, and then we're good to go, right? I threw my stars in here, right? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and make one of these. Oh! Oh! I didn't know that. How am I supposed to know that? Come back. Come back. These are the spirits, by the way. And they're not filling up for some reason. That's supposed to fill up? I believe. Maybe there's not enough? Since they all just kind of popped away. Oh, man. So let me go ahead and try this again. I'm going to pop this and then move to my bottles. Okay. Well, that's not working at all, is it? Oh, wait. We just got a bottled spirit. Oh, okay. So that's literally what it is. It's just retextured. It's so weird seeing it retextured like that. Like, because normally it's red, almost like blood. So me throwing this is basically wasting a bottle of the spirit. So that's how you'd craft it. Normally you'd get those little red things would show up from karate zombies. And once there's enough, it's enough to craft a bottle of spirits. But as you can see, that's not exactly the case here. So I kind of know how this, how this goes in here, but I basically need to put that onto here, but it doesn't show me the level. So I don't actually know how. Okay, contains 10 spirits. Okay, so one bottle is equivalent to 10. Okay. So right clicking there lets me know. Whew. I was like, how? I had to remember how to do this. So that's how the Ancestral Infuser goes. Okay. So that means next episode, we should be able to do this. I'm going to actually just wait real quick until daytime. I'm going to go ahead and sleep. And then hopefully this will be some kind of special liquid. And I want to see if it actually works. So right now we are, of course, incredibly hungry after sleeping. Will this work? That isn't doing anything, is it? Can we pick that up with a bottle? Of course, just like regular water. Just doesn't look like regular water. Well, if anything, we know how to make it the other way. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know it was quite chaotic. We got a lot of stuff done. I'm just trying to figure out this magic stuff. And once we get this figured out, we are definitely going to become a bit more powerful. And we can do a lot more adventuring. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you would also check out my Discord. It's linked down in the description below. Also, I do live stream on Twitch every Monday and Friday, so I'd be sure to check that out as well. Guys, I'll see you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching.